Now, on Monday, we saw David Cameron campaigning in the region. Yesterday, it was Chancellor George Osborne and Yvette Cooper, the Shadow Home Secretary. Well, today it was her husband, Ed Balls, the Shadow Chancellor, who headed north. He visited a school in Yarm, where he pledged Labour would put more money into schools. His opponents said Labour would wreck the economy and leave schools and all our public services in dire straits. Here's our political correspondent, Mark Denton.
Now, being a pupil at Conyers School in Yarm must be interesting. Just a few weeks ago, a Mr Johnson popped in to address class. Now, a Mr Balls was here today. Here, it's less a case of supply teachers, more supply politicians. And there's a reason for this, of course, because the school's in the key marginal of Stockton South. It's running its own election, with pupils as candidates and a few questions from the floor.
And when would you like to be elected to be an MP?
Well, I'm off to do my drama degree.
And Labour say they'd help him do it, but they'll also introduce new education bodies like a National School Leadership Institute. Doesn't that mean more red tape?
It's really important that we do everything we can to bring through the next generation of great school leaders. What we want to do is make sure that we back great head teachers with the local directors of school standards who make sure we get the school places where we need them, we use the money to best effect.
But the Conservatives say his promises can't be believed.
We're the party that spends responsibly, not like Labour, who borrow, like they did with the National Health Service, where they went to private equity finance and put a $350 billion debt on the NHS.
And the Greens reckon Labour is just another party of cuts.
Ed Balls is saying we need to make cuts to balance the books. That means there's got to be increased reductions in other areas of public expenditure. We don't get to hear what they are.
He says the budding school politicians here and their voters will be better off under his party. But his critics say the only ones who won't learn their lessons are Labour. Results day, May the 7th. Mark Denton, BBC Look North, Yarm.